Alright, welcome back to a special Java programming tutorial. And what we are going to look at here is how to create a Twilight book. So you probably know those famous pictures of how Twilight was written. And so now I'm going to try to put my own version in there. And to start off, I'll create a new class. And of course, I'll call it Twilight. And then as soon that is finished, I'll import the most important classes we're going to need for our Twilight book. So we're going to say import org Apache POI XWPF user model, and I'll just import everything from there. And the second thing we're going to have to import is the java.input-output.file output stream. So we're going to need all that stuff to create our Twilight book. So in our Twilight class, we're going to create our main method. So we're going to say public static void main string args. And so that's where our program is going to start. And then in there, we're going to create our document. So I'll say xwpf document, and I'll call it Twilight equals to new xwpf document. All right. So now let's try to write our Twilight book. First, we have to create our title. So I'll say xwpf paragraph title per for paragraph equals to Twilight dot create paragraph. I can't type paragraph. All right, and then in there we're going to create our run. So I'll say xwpf title run equals to title for paragraph dot create run, and then of course we have to say title run dot set text. I'll set it to Twilight. Then I'll say title run dot set font family to Arial Black, because that's the only font I can think of right now. Then I'll say title run dot set font size, and I'll set it to 30. And then of course we have to insert a page break. So I'll say title run dot add break. So now all the text is going to appear on the next line. And of course it's not font family, it's font size. Alright, so now for our content, we're going to create our words. And for that, I'm going to create a for loop. And I'll say int number of words equals to 0. As long as number of words is smaller than 1000, add 1 to number of words. I shouldn't have done that so long. So now that's going to be a story with a total number of 1000 different words. And those words are going to consist of different characters. And so for our characters, I'm going to create another for loop in the for loop. And I'm going to say int a number of characters or chars equals to 0 as long as number of chars is smaller than 5. So I'm going to create words with a total number of 5 characters, and always add 1 to the number of characters. And so to create our string or the word for our text, I am going to create a string builder. So I'll say string builder sb equals to new string builder. If you don't know what a string builder is, it's basically what the constructor already says, or what the class already says. It builds a string for us, so it's easier to append characters and numbers, all that kind of stuff to our string. So that's what you can do with a string builder. And I forgot about that. Outside of our for loop, so right in front of it, we have to create another paragraph. So I'll say xwpf paragraph. I'll say content equals to Twilight dot create paragraph. Then we have to create our run. Content run equals to content dot create run. And then in the content we can, oops, did I xwpf. All right. And in the run we're going to create all the text. So back to our for loop. So we create 1,000 words, and in the inner for loop we are going to create our string of random characters. So I'll say character C equals to math.random times 26, because we have 26 characters in our alphabet, and I have to add the character A to that. So the way it works, it starts from the letter A and goes up from A to R, T, G, C, V, X, and it's going to create a random character in that alphabet. And of course we have to cast that to a jar. So if we do that, everything should work fine, and then we can say sb.append, and we'll append our character Z. And then outside of our inner for loop, we're going to append another character. So I'll say sb.append, and I'll append an empty space. So it's going to create a word of 5 characters in here, and then outside of that it's going to append a white space, and then it's going to create a new text. So I'll say content run dot set text to and I'll set it to sb dot toString. So now it gets the string builder to the string. All right, and outside of our for loops, I'm going to create our try catch block, and in the try block I'm going to create a new file output stream. I'll call it output equals to new file output stream, and I'll call it, let's see, yeah, of course, I'll call it twilight.docx. And then we have to write Twilight into the output. So I'll say Twilight.write output. And then at the end we have to close our output. And hopefully that will give us the masterpiece of our Twilight book. So let's run that. And let's see how long it takes him to write that book. Oh, not very long. All right, let's refresh our content, and there it is, our Twilight book. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, ooh, it's gorgeous. So it says Twilight up here. You can see it's absolutely phenomenal. It's gorgeous, extraordinary. Wow. I think I'm going to sell that to the nearest book printer. Alright, so that's how you create a Twilight book. And as always, thanks for watching.